Brunch on Air.
What's Up World is your favorite duo, Chicana Eri and Chicana CJ, coming to you live with the show that's all about the art of letting it all out. Meron ka bang kapitbahay na sobrang ingay? O di kaya, boss na nag-iimik sa'yo tuwing madaling araw? Well, we feel you. And guess what?
This is your space to scream, vent, and rant till your heart's content. No frustration is too small, no complaint is too extra. We're here to make your minor inconveniences sound like breaking news. So buckle up, grab that mic, and let's rant like there's no tomorrow. Welcome to Rant on Air!
Are you ready for the first shine of the day? Mukhang magpapasabak tayong yun na!
Hi, Chikana! Magpapahelp lang po sana ako sa ilang questions regarding po sa task namin. So, tungkol po ito sa alphalobisterismo at sa libro na iyon, merong karakter na si Padre Florentino and he emphasized the role of the youth as the hope of the nation. So, ang question ko po is, in what ways can today's youth live up to this vision?
Sa episode natin ngayong araw, meron kaming bagong ipapakilala sa inyo. Ang aming virtual assistant na si Chicana Rain. Tawagin na muna natin ang ating virtual assistant para sa kanyang opinion.
I think the most timely example of the youth's contribution to our society is the recent protest that took place last September 21, 2025 at Luneta Park, EDSA Shrine, and in Menjola, Manila as well. Because these days, whenever there's a movement, you'll see that the youth are always the ones in front, leading and voicing themselves out.
Alright, tama nga naman ang sinabi ni Chicana Rain. Sa bawat pagkilos, ang kabataan ang laging unang humahakbang. Ika nga ng aking ina, in every attempt to make a difference, the first step is always the hardest. Pero somehow, laging kabataan ang unang humahakbang. Which is why they remain the hope of the nation. Tama ba, partner?
Yes, partner! I agree with that. Laging nararamdaman ang kanilang pakikibaka at pagtitindig para sa ating bayan. Gamit ang boses nila, dito napapakita na kabataan ang pag-asa ng bayan.
Oo nga po, may punto po kayo. Thank you po. Ngayon, nagkaroon na ako ng ideya kung paano siya sisimulan. So, here is my next question po. So, Basilio and Isagani sought reform through education, while Simon promoted revolution. My question is, which path do you think is more effective for achieving social change and why po?
We think that education is the most powerful way to start a revolution because without reform through education, we wouldn't have educated revolutionaries. For example, Rizal's writings serve as a way to educate the Filipino people, which is why he had such a remarkable history in the first place.
Tama nga naman. Kung ang pag-asa ng bayan ay kabataan, ang edukasyon ay ang pag-asa ng kabataan. Without education, there wouldn't be revolutionaries. Ika nga ni Rain. Kaya lang naman nag-alsa ang mga Pilipino noon ay dahil sa panibagong kaalaman na nakuha nila mula sa sulat ni Rizal. Sa tingin ko, ang revolusyon na walang edukasyon ay band-aid solution lamang. Temporary, hindi katulad ng edukasyon na panghabang buhay. Isang bagay na laging sinasabi sa atin ng magulang natin ay sa buhay, walang sino man ang makakanakaw ng edukasyon mo mula sa'yo. Di ba, partner?
Ayan, partner! Gamit nga ang edukasyon, dito maipapamalas ang ating likhang sining nang hindi gumagamit ng kahit anumang dahas. Kagaya ng ginawa ng ating pambansang bayani na ginamit ang kanyang pagsusulat sa pamamagitan ng pakikipaglaban na may boses gamit ang sining.
Ayan, so thank you po talaga ulit. Nahirapan kasi talaga ako sa part na to. Kasi I think po talaga na parehas naman silang importante. Pero ayun nga po, sang-ayon pa rin naman po ako sa mga sinabi nyo. So, next po is, Simone criticized the students' advocacy for a Spanish language school, believing it would kill national identity. So, my question po is, do you agree that adopting foreign influences weakens our identity, or can it strengthen it?
It really depends on what kind of influence, but for the most part, foreign influences have always caused us Filipinos to glorify foreign things. And in our history, we have developed a colonial mentality. So I think having a foreign language be taught in our schools um, might not be that good for our national identity.
Yes, alright. I agree with that, Chicana rin. Do you agree, partner?
Yes na yes!
Okay, sapagkat ang pagbibigkas o pagsasabi ng Tagalog ay parte ng ating kultura. Kaya naman, dapat pa nating maipamalas ang lengguwahe sa buong mundo. Kagaya na lamang ng sinabi ni Miss Althea Ambrosio sa entabladong Miss Supranational, ang kanyang kasagutan ay, "In my country, where beauty queens are often applauded for speaking in English, I won my national title using Filipino, our national language." Dito niya na ipamalas ang ating lengguwahe na Tagalog sa malaking entablado.
Tama nga naman. Ang pagtuturo ng lengguwahe na hindi naman universal language ay hindi maganda para sa ating national identity, lalo na dahil sa ating colonial past. Lagi nating tandaan, sa paglalakbay ng buhay, mahalaga ang pagbabago. Subalit, ang pananatili ay hindi dapat kaligtaan. Sa daming pagbabago, dapat nating mas lalo pang pagyamanin ang ating pagtangkilik sa sariling wika, ang kakambal ng ating pagkatao.
Ayan, I agree po talaga sa mga sinabi nyo kasi totoo nga naman po talaga na malala ang colonial mentality ng mga Pilipino, especially during the time of Simon po. And for the last one na po is, Rizal saw the youth as leaders of tomorrow. My question is, what qualities should today's youth develop to become effective leaders for national progress?
I think we should be able to develop the quality of being able to question our inherited beliefs. Because, as Filipinos, we are often taught to just believe and just follow without questioning why. And in order to be an effective leader, you must be able to see through what was taught to us and recognize that sometimes our beliefs can be harmful. And when we are able to think beyond the norms, we are able to recognize problems that are seen as normal.
Oo nga naman. In order to lead, you must be able to recognize problems that most people overlook. Gaya ni Rizal, aside from the bare minimum like showing up, transparency, honesty, and bravery, being able to recognize harms that are often seen as normal and having the courage to fight against it is where leadership stems from.
Yes, partner. To become a leader, they should be vocal about serving in our country. A leader should have a concern for his or her town. Ang pagsisilbi sa bansa ay malaking obligasyon kung saan ang bayan ang dapat na inuuna at pagtuunan ng pansin.
Malaking tulong po talaga ang mga opinion nyo para sa activity ko na to. And wala na po akong katanungan. Maraming salamat, Chikanas!
That's all for today's episode. Thank you for being with us, kachikas. Chikanas!
Chikanas!